Rothe grunt softly at each other. Small lights flash about their heads in quick, erratic patterns. One of the beasts seems exhausted. His lights flash in slow, methodical beats. You recognize the spell. Dancing lights. It is how Rothe communicate with each other. You discern subtle emotions in the light's patterns. There is pain, sadness, and fear. That fear runs deep, stretching back across generations. As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Your wicked heart won't mourn. Deaths are to be celebrated, every one.
As you like. Hopefully my own remains are treated with a little more dignity when the time comes. What am I to do?
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. Damn right I do. Getting cramps in my arm trying to whip the Drugnin beasts back to work. Now get to the caning, before I thrash you instead. Go on then, light a fire under the buggers.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Shove moss in your own gob and stay quiet. They've been fed
The creature is disturbed, its breath quickened by anger and fear. The Rothe seems calmer in your presence. Its eyes flicker towards the Duergar, burning with raw, bestial rage. The Rothe regards its Duergar captors balefully, then utters a deep, angry bellow.
Bloody Rothe have lost it. Put them down, and the shark too.
What's the plan?
Can't even catch my breath. will stand in my way.
A tale for the ages.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers. Not much use for this, nice speckles, though. These things have stayed interesting.
The Rothe pauses, then growls in assent.
Curious mask. What's it doing here?
This belonged to Amerigan, one of Hell's foot soldiers.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortunes. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks. These brutes are no mere goblins. I doubt you could take them on.
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
Well done, can you hear me? Well done!
Finally! Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin! Nere does not fail.
You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious. And so you say. And yet the Absolute demands that I cull them. Thryn, carve out her heart and serve it to the Rothe. If she indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save her.
Damn right it's time. You owe my crew a 10 days' worth of coin, Nere, and the reckoning's come.
You bargained with this wretch. How vexing. Nere is not without mercy, true soul. The rat has given you a chance to earn my favor. Strike him down. Prove your faith.
Damn it! I'll rip your flesh clean off!
Maybe I should... No, this is good. One day, I'll catch a break.
No mercy.
You worthless, treacherous little...
These boots have seen everything.
Need to act fast.
Step to it.
Everyone alive and fighting. Take your...
Come on, can't stay idle. Very well. Swift as my feet can carry me.
You worthless, treacherous little rats. You don't deserve the death you got. I should have made it last. As for the rest of you, slave worms, you've caused enough trouble. Yes. It will be so. Gnomes, you are slaves no longer. The Absolute may have use for you yet. This was meant to be a simple operation. I arrive, those pack animals clear the debris, and I walk into the temple. Instead, I've been beset by incompetence, treachery, and now this? The Absolute's business remains unfinished. No. The General will understand that none of this was my fault. He will understand because you will tell him. I need you to deliver a message to him. Tell the General that I did what I could, but that the route through Grimforge is impassable. The favorite. Nothing is done in these lands without his knowledge. This is not a failure. It's only a setback. I have been entrusted with a sacred mission. I cannot fail. The General resides at Moonrise Towers, but you cannot simply travel there. The land surrounding the towers is blighted by a deadly curse. The Absolute should be demanding I take your head for insolence like that. But I can't hear her voice. What's going on? What have you done? Impossible. I should slit your throat for speaking such blasphemy. I don't understand. I've been following those wretched beasts. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I should. Dying for a cause is one thing, but for a mind flayer, for filth like that... No. I owe you a debt, it seems. You've saved me from worse than the Duergar. Why are you still here? Go!
Beldron! I was so worried! Did Nere hurt you?
No, I'm all right. Did the sergeant hurt you?
Oh, who cares? We're together now, thank Iron Hand.
We ought to thank someone a little closer by, I think. Gaedel Ironhand you may not be, but you damn well fight like him. I'm grateful, don't mistake me, but why help us? You're one of them, aren't you? You did just lift a mountain from our heads, so good enough for me, I reckon. Here. The Iron Hand Gnomes honor their debts. With Walbran gone, that falls to me.
Make it quick. We need to find Walbran. Now!
You're a little late, Barkus, my lad. He's already been sent to Moonrise Towers. We were just slave hands to the cult, but not Walbran. He knows things. Things they want to know, too.
What has he gotten himself mixed up in now?
You'll call me mad, but fine. Walbran's found the formula for rune powder.
What?
Aye. The explosive of Gaedel Ironhand's own creation. Fistfuls, wiping out armies. All those old stories. Only Walbran couldn't leave the stories be, so he went and bloody found it. A small supply tucked away down here with a manuscript. He just made sense of the formula when the cult jumped us, so he burned the damn thing. If there's a single copy left, it's sitting in his head. Those absolutists pull it out and make rune powder, they could flatten the whole of the Sword Coast. You really would, wouldn't you? But not us. My people can barely stand, and we have business back in the city. That business is what sent us after the powder to begin with. Now, we'll have to make other arrangements.
And just like that, you'd leave Walbran behind. I knew you lot were foolish, but I didn't know you were cruel.
If you knew half as much as you think, my lad, Walbran might have kept you around. He'd admire your resolve and your optimism. My people will find somewhere to regroup across the lake, then onto the city. If you find yourself in Baldur's Gate, seek us out. We'll raise a glass to Walbran together.
Well, you did it. Nothing good happens in the Underdark. As you know, some of the Iron Hand Gnomes, my friend Walbran among them, have been taken prisoner in Moonrise Towers. They're not even going after him. I wish I were surprised. And so, to Moonrise Towers I go. Certainly not. In case you haven't been paying attention, my friend has been taken captive. He needs me. Ha! I was unlucky twice. The odds of it happening again are very slim. Then again, a small rest might be prudent. Give me time to think. Fine. Show me where to go, and I'll try my luck. I'll have a better chance of rescuing Walbran if I'm at my best. And, thank you.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance for a moment.